Hello everyone, welcome to part 50 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7, and this is the last video of the admin panel, and after that we will start working on the front end as well, and we will do the admin panel side by side whenever required. Okay, so in this video as well, see, in last video we able to finish the brands module, we able to do that add edit brand, we able to that active inactive status of the brand also done last time. But now in this video we want to merge these brands in the product module. Okay, so while adding and updating product, we want we want here the brand select box. Okay, it will be similar to the category select box, and like select category we want here the select brand. Okay, so every product will come under some brand. Okay, like I have explained you last time also, that every product is having some brand, and this is the mandatory field we are going to add in our products module. Okay, so while adding and updating product, the admin or our client required to add the brand as well, required to select the brand, and the brand he is going to select from these brands that we will add here. Okay, all these brands, Gap, Lee, Monte Carlo, Arrow, we are going to show here. Okay, here after select category we will show here the select brand, and these brands that we have added will be shown here in select box in the drop down. Okay, so that the admin will add select one of the brand for every product. Okay, so so for that we also required to update. See here, the this is the our brands table we have done in the last few videos, and in this video we also required to add one column here like category id, section id, and there will be one more column, then that will be called as brand id, brand underscore id column. Okay, so this is the another column that we want to add in this video, and we are going to add this column with the help of migration once again, and we are going to update this table with the help of migration. Okay, so in Laravel 7 also we are going to update our table with the help of migration. I have the different series of migration, you can follow that series. If you are not don't know much about migration, then you can learn about migration basics. Okay, that we have done earlier as well, complete series in migration. Okay, so we are going to update our table. Here I am going to add one column, so let's start. First of all, I will run one migration command. Okay, so our project is already running. I will right click and will run one more terminal. Okay, so if you are in Windows, you can open your command prompt, or open that git bash here of your folder. Okay, so here I want to run one command, php artisan make migration. We will make one migration file for updating our products table, and I will make the file name like add column to products. Okay, I will make the similar file name that what we are going to do in this migration file. Okay, so that it will be clear to us. Okay, so add column to products. Okay, it seems to be fine, so I'm going to add this one, add column to products. Okay, so this is fine, so I am going to add column, this one I'm going to open add column to products like this, and inside this I am going to add here one like table integer. We are want to add our column, and that is brand underscore id, and this is the integer column we want to add, and we will add brand underscore id, and this column we want to add after section underscore id. Okay, so we will add here f after section underscore id. Okay, like this. Okay, so you can see here that we want to add brand underscore id after section underscore id, so we need to mention here section underscore id, because we want to add brand underscore id column after section underscore id column, and we want brand underscore id data type as integer. Okay, because only integer values we are going to store in brand underscore id column. Okay, so here also, in case we want to roll back our command in future, we don't want this column, so one more command we can give here, and that is $table drop column. Okay, if we will do that rollback command, you can see in Laravel migration series that we have done earlier, then you can also roll back this command and this will undo this change. Okay, in case we will add by some of the column by mistake, then we can also roll back that, restore that to the previous one. Okay, so this one also required here. Sorry, here we also required to add brand underscore id. Okay, so because this is the column name we want to add here, brand underscore id, so brand underscore id will also come here, and in the products table we are going to make this change. So this one is done. Now we are going to run that php artisan migrate command like we used to run every time, php artisan migrate. So this one is done also. So we are going to check now. I'm going to check its structure, and you can see the brand underscore id column has now come up after section underscore id. Okay, so we able to add the brand underscore id column, and you can see the 0 value has been added for all the column because right now we have not updated our products. Okay, and now we are going to do that. See, now see here we want our column brand underscore, sorry, select brand column, and for that we first want to bring all the brands here so that we can select one of the brand, and for that we need to update one function in our products controller. We want to update our add edit brand add edit product function, sorry, add edit product function we want to update. Okay, and here we want to fetch all the brands, like we fetch all the section, here we want to fetch all the brands. Okay, so that thing we are going to do, we are going to get all brands like this, all brands, and here we are going to get all brands, and we are going to get all active brands. We are not going to get inactive brands. Okay, so inactive brands will not come up here. Okay, only the active brands will come. Brand where status, status is 1. Okay, and here I'm going to use get, there are many brands, and I am going to convert this one to array. So every time we want to convert to array in future, we will do all code in array, because array is having lot of functions we will get for array, so that will be best beneficial for us. We have already discussed in live session that why we want to use array instead of JSON objects. Okay, JSON string. Okay, arrays are much better. Okay, so just one line you need to add to convert the JSON object to array like this, and after that we can use these brands. I will send these brands to our add edit product page. Okay, like this. So now I am going to update our add edit product.blade.php file. Okay, so like we have done select category, in the similar way we want to add select brand, but this one seems to be complex. I am not going to pick this one. I will pick some other select box, simple select box like this one. I am going to pick this simple select box for the brand because this is very complex. Category select box is very complex, so I will not pick that. I will pick this one in fact. Okay, this is the simple one. Any of the filter select box you can pick, and I am going to add here after select category. Here I am want to add. After that I will do some other formatting as well so that it will look fine. Now I'm going to add here select brand. Okay, so here it will come brand underscore id, and here it will come brands, and in place of sleeve we'll use brand like this. So see here our value will, we want to here show the value as brand id we want to show here. Okay, so we will show here brand underscore id, brand whatever id it is, we are going to show the brand id. See, the brand underscore id we have saved in products table, and in brands table whatever we are having we will check once. See, we are having name as well as the id. Name we are going to show in the drop down value, and id we are going to pick inside the value itself. Okay, it will be similar to the categories. If you will see the categories, here we have already done. See, name, category name we are showing, but in value we are passing the ID, category ID. So same thing we are going to do with the brand as well. You, if you will inspect this one, you will come to see that we are sending the ID as value, and will show the name. See here, casual t-shirt, this is the name, and in value if you are going to see, you will only see the value of this casual t-shirts. Okay, so you can check out here, wherever it will come, it will show the that value. Okay, you can inspect it in a proper way. Okay, okay, if you will inspect, you will get it. Okay, so this is the way we want for our brand as well. Okay, so here, see, here we want to do this thing as well. So in value, I will pick up here the ID, and product data, in product data brand underscore ID will come here. Product data brand underscore ID will come, and this one will match with the this ID. Okay, but here we are going to show the brand name. Okay, name we are going to show in like this. Okay, so now I'm going to check once. See, we need to include use app brand here, like section we want to include here use app brand like this. Okay, so now we will try. See here, all the brands have come up now. Gap, Lee, Arrow. One brand is not come up because I think that is disabled. We will check once. Yeah, that brand is Monte Carlo is disabled. If we will enable it, then I am going to products once again, and now see, I'm going to click on edit, and you can see now all fraud brands have come up. Gap, Lee, Monte Carlo, Arrow. Okay, so now see, we can select the brand here. Every time we will add product, we will select the brand here. Okay, so see, we can change its structure as well if we require. Otherwise we will keep it like this. Otherwise we can shift uh, upside down, like I can quickly do it. We want only two form groups in one call MD6. Okay, so we can move the another one down like this. This depends upon you. If you want to do, you can do it. Otherwise you can leave it. Okay, so now we are going to check. See, still there is some issue. See, it has been done after product weight, product main image, product video, and description all are coming in one line, so that we need to correct. I will undo. I think some issue has come up. Okay, so now we want to do product main image, and main image I want to shift to here after this one. I think there might be some issue with it. Yeah, there is extra div might be. We can remove this one, and now I can try once again. No. We can leave this thing because it is time consuming, and the structure will give us the issue, so we can do that thing only. We can merge it somewhere like this. Okay, so it seems to be fine like this. You can save this one only. Okay, so see, this seems to be fine like this. Select category is coming up, select brand is coming up, and okay, everything is seems to be perfect like this. Okay, so now see, after this change, now we can select one brand, but we need to update our function here. Add edit product function. Once again we want to update our function, and here we want to select the brand as well, and we want to make sure that brand id is not empty. So we want to do here brand underscore id required, that is the required column, and we want to save our brand id as well. We want to save, and here we want to add brand underscore id. Okay, so we want to save it brand underscore id as well like this. Okay, so rest everything seems to be fine. Now we can try saving the brand. So for this casual t-shirt, I'm going to save the brand like Gap. I'm going to click on submit, and this product updated successfully. I will try once again, and you can see the brand has not come up. Okay, so I will check once here. See, still it is not added. I will check once again what is the issue. So I want to get it here. I want to make sure that we have done that correctly. See, brand underscore id is our fine, that is, and I want to inspect that. I want to inspect this one. id is coming up or not, or the best way we can do here, we just need to print our data. Okay, we want to check that what data is coming up from there. Okay, so now I'm going to select some brand here like Lee. I have selected this time, submit, and you can see the brand underscore id is coming up too. Okay, that is fine now this time. And now I want to make sure that it is going to be get added. Okay, so brand underscore id here, and I want to add this brand underscore id. Sorry, here I have done wrongly. Here data will come up. Now see, now it must get added. Okay, so I will just comment it once again. Now I will try, I will refresh and send. and I need, yeah, send once again, and this one is not required, and I will go back and edit, and you can see Lee has been selected because this time we able to add the brand for our product. Okay, so I will select some other like arrow. I'm going to select for this casual t-shirt, and now submit. I have done product update successfully, and I will click on edit once again, and you can see the arrow has been updated for this product. Okay, so like this we can add the brand for every product. Even if you are going to add the new product, you are going to see the brand. Okay, so you can add like casual t-shirt, you want to add some purple casual t-shirt. This time you want to add, and you want to select the brand like Gap. Okay, so here product code like PCT001. Okay, here you can also give the brand name as well, Gap Purple casual t-shirt. Okay, so purple here name, purple is the color. So price will be 1000 INR, and rest you can left and submit. Sorry, product discount cannot be null. Okay, so this error is coming up. So we have one option to resolve this error. Every time, see, if some error is coming, there are some options to resolve it as well. Column product underscore discount cannot be null. So see, here we can do one thing. We can open the structure, and we can open this one product discount, and we can change, and we can set it as defined default value as 0. Okay, so that every time if you will add, it will set the default value as 0. Okay, I can try with this one and hope this will work. So sorry, and I control R. Okay, so let's see. Column plus discount cannot be null, still the same error is coming up. Okay, so I will see what I can do. Product discount, I am trying from here, and I will accept the null as well, save. Okay, now I will try once again, and see product underscore weight cannot be null, and for this one as well I will accept it as null as well. Okay, uh, product underscore weight. Okay, otherwise what you can do, and let me see, product underscore weight. Okay, fine. So I'm going to edit this one, product underscore weight as well, and we can accept the null as well for this one, save. Okay, easy option. And this one send, and description also. Okay, so this for description as well we can do this similar thing. Description also you can accept the null, save, and now we can try once again. Wash care. Okay, so no issue. Wash care. Anything else? Fabric. Okay, so for fabric as well I want to see one more thing. Database.php strict must be false. Yeah, it is false here, that is fine. Okay, so see here, and for other columns as well I want to check once. Okay, so see all these columns that are optional, I want to do fabric, pattern, sleeve, fit, occasion, my table description is featured. Okay, like this I'm going to change this all, and we will accept the null in all these columns. Okay, save. Okay, so now we can try. This time it is done, and now we can check out this product. We have added Gap purple casual t-shirt. Okay, I'm going to edit, and you can see the Gap brand here. Okay, so you can check out, and if such error will come, then you can accept the null for all these columns. Okay, so you can check in our table as well. You can see the null has come up for all these because we don't have the value for this one, and if you have value, then you can update those values as well. Okay, like if you are having, this is the test product, so the test product will come up next time. Okay, so you can check out and see the test product will come up here next time. Okay, so you can do like this if such error will come. Okay, so now we are going to update one more thing for our admin panel. Like for brands, we have updated our font FSM icon, we have updated for all these actions, and for section as well, for categories as well, and for products as well, we want to update our icons, and we want to use that toggle icon, toggle font FSM icon for active inactive. Okay, so that thing we can quickly do. We have already done for brands .blade.php file, we've already done for this one. Now we want to do for section as well, so that our admin panel look attractive. Okay, so like for brands we have done active inactive, and this one is for active, and this one is for inactive. Okay, so now I want to update the admin script as well in the similar way like we have updated for brand status. This is the way we will get the status now. Okay, so we will replace the earlier status with this one, and now see, this is the way we will get inactive and active. So we will replace here for inactive, and this we will replace for active. So I'm going to check now. See, now it will come like this, and you can make it active and inactive like this. Okay, so it is working fine. You can check in your database as well. You can go in section module, open the section module from here, and see all three are active. And if you will make first two inactive, you can check first two are inactive. Okay, again you want to make it active like this, and you can see now these are active. Okay, so we able to replace in our sections. Brands already we have done, and now in categories as well we want to update edit and delete icon as well. Okay, for font option we will use for these two, and this one also. Okay, so close these sections now, open category this time, and for categories we want to update font option icons. And this one for edit, and this one is for delete, and this one is for active toggle, and this one is for inactive toggle. Now we will update admin script once again. The same status we are going to do for categories, and this one for inactive, sorry, and this one is for active. Sorry, active. This one is for active, and this one is for inactive. Okay, so now we can check our categories module. See, all have been replaced, edit, delete, all are fine. Okay, now see, we want to make sure that this one is also correct. Yeah, this one is also correct. Okay, and delete is also working. And now see, here I will make it inactive. First two I can make it inactive, first and second. So I can open the categories module this time, and you can check first two are inactive, that is working fine. And now I will make it active once again, and you can check browse, and you can check now again active. Okay, so this one done categories. And for products as well, we want to update the status. Actions icons are already updated last time, and we want to update the status icon as well, and you can bring the status icon here as well if you want. Okay, otherwise you can keep it here as well. Okay, so active inactive toggle we want to do for our products module. So you can open the products module now, products.plain.php file, and here you want to do this toggle as well. Inactive, for inactive you just replace inactive, and for active like this, and for admin script you just required this one for status in products as well, where it is products module, here it is. Okay, for the status, and this one for inactive. We are doing at the right place, yeah, fine. And this one is for active. Okay, so now this is done as well. You can make it inactive for all these three, and you can refresh this one, and you can check out that these products, first three products, which are, it is first three products. Okay, so first three products are inactive, we have made it inactive. You can see inactive, that is fine. And now we want to make it inactive as well once again. So I want to make them active like this, active, active, active. Okay, so I will check once again, and all three have become active as well. Okay, so now we have updated our admin panel. Okay, so if you have any issues, you can contact me, and make sure that your admin panel is correct. Okay, these first 50 videos involve everything we have done: admin password, admin details, sections, brands, categories, products. Okay, products attributes you have seen. Okay, see, these one are the products attributes and products images as well. Okay, so all this include the admin panel, basic admin panel for e-commerce website. And now we are going to start at the front end as well. Okay, for our e-commerce website we will start front end. Okay, uh, and if you and also I will upload the code of first 50 videos online, and for my friends, if someone wants that, you must join the channel as well. Otherwise you can follow one by one video and you can ask me. But if you are curious and there is less than $1 you need to pay every month, so that if you are serious about Laravel, so that much low amount you need to pay. Okay, and I will help you to become Laravel expert. I will give you the required code. Okay, and we can interact as well, and will help you in every way. Okay, so that thing you can do, and hope that you will like these first 50 videos of admin panel. Okay, in live session as well, we will keep understanding our concepts, and we will start working on now at the front end as well. Okay, so if you have any query, you can surely contact me. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.